Gauteng Education MEC Lebogang Maile says efforts are being made to address deteriorating school infrastructure, overcrowding, and shortages of basic learning resources across the province. This follows the department's It Takes a Village to Raise a Child community outreach program, which saw officials engage directly with communities about challenges affecting schools. Maile says infrastructure concerns are among the most common issues raised, with affected schools being considered for technical assessment and intervention.
Infrastructure concerns were among the most persistent issues raised. The response is already moving beyond diagnosis. Schools identified during unannounced visits with dilapidated or decommissioned infrastructure have been referred to the Department of Infrastructure Development and Head Office infrastructure structures for assessment and intervention. Safety critical defects, including unsafe structures, damaged ceilings, broken windows, unstable floors, failing ablutions, roof, water systems, and electrical infrastructure are being treated according to risk and urgency.
Maile adds that overcrowding is one of the factors putting pressure on school infrastructure, with over 2,000 ordinary schools accommodating approximately 2.4 million learners.
Infrastructure concerns were among the most persistent issues raised. The response is already moving beyond diagnosis. Schools identified during unannounced visits with dilapidated or decommissioned infrastructure have been referred to the Department of Infrastructure Development and Head Office infrastructure structures for assessment and intervention. Safety critical defects, including unsafe structures, damaged ceilings, broken windows, unstable floors, failing ablutions, roof, water systems, and electrical infrastructure are being treated according to risk and urgency.
Joining us now for a discussion on the issues the MEC was talking about there is Vanessa Leroux, Parents for Equal Education founder. A very good afternoon to you, Ms. Leroux. Thank you very much for your time. Violence, gangsterism, bullying, substance abuse, gender-based violence, vandalism. None of these problems are new.
Hi, good day, Vivian. Good day to your listeners. Listening to the MEC, I must say I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm quite disappointed because I was the number one fan of Gauteng in previous years because because every year Western Cape and Gauteng is the provinces with the highest unplaced learners. And Gauteng under Premier Panyaza, who's now Premier, could place their children in 2 weeks' time. Then their problem was solved. Now the MEC is holding forth these type of stuff, and then we didn't really even get to the real stuff of safety, of resources, of all of that stuff. And that is the stuff that we didn't hear in the past from Gauteng. We didn't have literally where we say they are just having excuses for the problems. We didn't have them in the past from Gauteng. Now we hear for the first time those type of stuff, and it is truly not Gauteng. In terms of safety, Vuyo, we must really go to the drawing board and say and be honest if we want to save education, because each and every country, education, health, housing, that is the pillars a country stands on. That is what a country is right for. And let's be honest, South Africa is not serious about education, and quite frankly, as an organization, personally, I'm fed up with these talk shops. I'm fed up with these paper pushes. And I want to invite, with the media, I want to invite the Minister of Education. She have a lot to say. And we can't go walk by the the fact that that woman is playing politics since the inception. Since she started, she's playing politics with the lives of our children. And we are at the point where we say, come to the real schools, come to the real problems. Don't sit in buildings and discuss us without us. Let us show you how not only children are in danger, because at this point, we must be honest, teachers are in more danger than children themselves. Teachers are in more danger than children themselves. So what the MEC, what the minister is saying is poorly thumb sucking. She wasn't on the ground. And to be honest with you, if we look at what she's doing, she's going to all the other provinces except for the Western Cape. Except for the Western Cape, where gangsterism are drive, where drug turfs are being fought over on school turfs, where educators are being stabbed. She's not coming to the Western Cape. She's not interested in the Western Cape because that's not a political agenda. And that's why we can't even give a minute of our time to listen to her unless she wants to come to the ground and let us show us what is really happening in the Western Cape. Not the ones that they are going to, where the former MEC go and read books at Groote Schuur. That's your lily white schools, that's your leafy schools, that's your more resource schools. Come to the real schools in the Western Cape, where the challenges is, where teachers have to fear for their lives each and every day or because of these children. So if we
Let's
talk
just
safety,
let's just
who
stay in
is the
Gauteng for a
one?
bit, because I mean we're having this conversation on the back of that campaign that the education minister, the education MEC in the province, Lebogang Maile, is now driving the campaign called "It Takes a Village to Raise a Child." How can this campaign be supported, and what should parents like you and me be doing to actually support this campaign, and what should be avoided?
We see since day one, it takes a village to raise a child. But the village is absent. Let's be honest, the village is absent. We have more work to rebuild the village again in order for that village to raise their child. Because what our parents are doing, and what is happening in our schools is not an isolated case. It's not isolated to Gauteng. It's not isolated to Western Cape. However, the village that we are all talk about, that is not in place. That is where we are at fault, because what we've made of teachers in schools, we made them glorified babysitters. So the MEC should ask, where is the parent involvement? Because I had an intervention meeting one day, and the mother said to me, I don't know what I must do with my child anymore. And I stood up and I walked out and I said, if you don't know what to do with your child, how must we know what to do with your child? And that is the problem. Children rule parents, and because there is no structure at home, they can rule parents. They rule they are of the opinion they can rule teachers at school too, and it's a dangerous situation.
What then? What should be avoided in order to prevent parents and the community at large from being simply glorified babysitters?
MECs and schools should get their parents involved. They should get the parents involved in order for them to know the severity of what their children is doing. And if they don't get the parents involved, we must explore the laws, because there is laws for negligent parents, and there is laws for juveniles, and we must explore these laws. It can't be a situation anymore that innocent children suffer, but teachers suffer who are just earning a living for their family. We must explore these laws, and we shouldn't handle it with kid gloves. Because at the end of the day, if a parent is really interested in their child, they will be there. And we are at the point where we can't simply be begging people, because there's a few people in a few children causing havoc at schools, and there's thousands of other children that needs to be protected. So if they want to behave like this, they must get the consequences for this. I'm all for a child have a second chance, and children must learn, but there's second chances that must have consequences. There's certain things that they do that must have consequences, and that is the only way they're going to learn.
Ms. Vanessa Leroux, let me thank you very much for your time, founder of Parents for Equal Education, on the back, of course, of the launch of that campaign by the MEC for Education in Gauteng, Lebohang Maile, called It Takes a Village to Raise a Child, calling on communities to support this effort, but also to help deal with the problems that we are finding in education, ranging from bullying to gender-based violence, vandalism of school, as well as gangsterism in parts like